All right, guys, we're good for Shelty.
Shelty, I guess Shohei Ohtani aside, you don't see too many pitchers hit a ball with a hack like that. How would you kind of describe that swing by Anderson to give you?
Really good swing. I mean, he got it out front, got it up in the air. Big swing at the time. I mean, 2-2 game so that was kind of cool to see. He said it was his first non-Coors homer, so I like that.
So is it even like a surprise anymore when John Nogowski comes through like he is? He's just been swinging the bat so well since you guys got him. Just continually driving the ball to the left side like that, like even in shifts, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I mean, continues to have good swings, continues to have good at-bats. I give credit to our baseball ops group and our scouts. I mean, we identified a guy. He stepped right in and done a really nice job for us.
Taking Tyler out after the fifth, was there TV caught you talking to him about it? Was that just what went behind that decision?
He'd done a really good job, both sides of the ball. He hit the homer too. No, we had a stretch right there where we really liked Bednar, and he'd given us 5 strong innings. He's pitched really well for us all year, and so we got him out and got the 2 back-end guys in.
Nemo made that catch in the first inning after what kind of transpired last night. Were you shaking your head in the dugout? Like, what was that like to see just how he timed that up?
Yeah, he made a heck of a catch. I mean, he got back to the wall, timed it perfect. I mean, Brian could have had 2 homers today. Really good play. But I give credit to our guys. I mean, you have a situation where you play a close game for 6 innings last night, and then the game gets broke open. That happens in the first. Stroh looked really good through 3. We came right back. I mean, even going into the 7th inning, keep Brian legging out the hustle double. These guys just kept getting after it, and it was really good to see.
Shelty, what are you looking for from Kranick here coming into the game 2?
Just go out and throw the ball on the plate. That's what we asked him to do the last time. Obviously really good results. Just come out and attack the zone.
So no expectation for a homer from him?
No expectations for a homer. Just throw strikes. I'll take a homer. I mean, if he wants to hit one.
Eric, where do you fall on the, moments like this are pretty cool to watch from a pitcher. Where do you fall on the DH, debate, the possibility that we may not see pitchers have a chance to produce moments like that starting next year?
Yeah, I fall under the world where I don't speculate until they tell me what the rules are going to be. So until they decide what they're going to be, we'll have our pitcher continue to go at it. And anytime we get anything out of them, it's a definite bonus. And our guys have actually done a pretty good job this year. So until they tell me differently, we'll hope for the best.
How many pitchers? How many pitchers don't go the on deck circle? Is that more common than I maybe think or whatever? But I guess he doesn't go out there. Is that just because he wants to focus, or
Yeah, I talked to our guys about it in spring training and told them that if they didn't want to go out, they didn't have to go out. So Frage goes out a lot. We just got to make sure Frage never goes to the plate. But some of those guys, I think in TA's last start, we put Polanco went out there so he didn't have to stand out there. So if they don't want to stand out there, that's fine. So they can stay in their routine.
All right, guys, I'll be back with Tyler here shortly.
Thanks, guys.
All right, guys, we are good for Tyler.
We just got one, or we got? Oh, they're all just individual. Gotcha.
Tyler, did you feel like you were in full command of your arsenal today? It looked like that cutter was staying on that the inner part of the plate. The sinker was kind of staying low, but in the zone.
You broke up a little bit there.
I was just asking if you felt like you were in full command, because it looked like you were commanding the inner sides of the zone and the lower sides with it.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was in general. A couple cutters were just kind of backing up a little bit, and that's like the one that VR hit. But and their lefties too. They just was basically all the hits on cutters were just ones that just kind of backed up a little bit. But for the most part, they were good. A couple inconsistent ones, but yeah, overall felt pretty good.
Tyler, did you know that you had it?
What? Oh.
Did you know that you had it off the bat?
No. I was just, as soon as I hit it, I was hoping it got over the outfielder's head. And then they were catching home runs earlier in the game. So once it looked like it had a chance, I was hoping it didn't get caught still.
You've been waiting to show that your power transfers outside of Coors Field, I guess.
Yeah. Everybody that always, like, that's the first thing when you take BP in spring training, guys are like, you have a homer? And then you're like, yeah. And they're like, oh, we're at Coors. And everyone's like, oh, of course. So hopefully now we can say, got one on the road too, somewhere else.
Tyler Shelty was talking about how, you don't go out there to take, cuts in the on deck circle or anything like that. Why don't you? Is it just to stay in your routine? Is there much of a decision there?
Yeah. I mean, you're trying to conserve energy to pitch for the most part. So I don't want to go out and take 20 swings in the on deck circle and like tire myself out and then go out for the next inning and not pitch well. So for the most part, if you're bunting, you want to try to get it down. And if you're not, just see what happens.
Tyler, where do you fall on the pitchers hitting debate? I obviously it seems like you enjoy it, but would that be something you'd miss if the NL goes the way of the AL next year?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's a different part of the game. It's part, it's been around forever. It's just fun. It just makes the leagues different, like when it's fun to see guys that are in the American League come play at a National League park and have to hit. And like, it's just an exciting, like fun part of the game that guys on the bench for the other team are always excited about it. If guys get hits or, it's just a unique thing that we have. It's kind of cool.
What's the reaction in the dugout like? I mean, obviously, like you said, it's people are excited when you get a hit. Never mind, leave the yard. What was the reaction when you got back from your teammates?
They were, they're obviously excited. Everyone's super happy in general. If you get a hit, if you score, and then if you hit a homer, they're ecstatic. So I think the dugout loosened up a bit right there, and kind of just having a little fun.
You're the first pitcher in more than 2 years to hit the go-ahead homer and give himself the win. I know Syndergaard did it for the Mets a few years ago. What do you think when you hear that and the old cliches about the pitcher helping himself?
It's great. It's perfect. Pretty sure my last one was too, so maybe a tie actually. But
Yeah, it's good for Tyler. All right, guys, that's it for our post game one. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Danny.